We're on.
Like we're live?
Yeah.
Like people are watching right now?
I don't know if anyone's on yet.
No one's joined yet. So keep chatting.
All right, great. So do you want me to do like a like an official sign in? All right, we are at the heart of it, and today we have Olympic gold medalist Caroline Marks. That's when everyone starts screaming. Just us here, so I'll scream by myself.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you here, and I'm so glad that we're doing this in person because I've always do this through Zoom, and it's just so much better to just do it in person.
For sure.
Like it's just more fun, and I hate like doing it online because I feel like it looks like where someone's like, like intervening on a private phone call or like they shouldn't be listening. But I love doing this in person. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so glad that I finally get to talk to you because as soon as you won, I was like, when do I get to talk to Caroline? So congratulations. Walk us through that. How was that day? Tell me how that day was.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a wild journey. Definitely been like the craziest year of my life. Last year I had a really fun year and a really busy year, and this year was like twice as crazy. With the Olympics, that obviously adds a whole nother thing to the year, a whole nother element to the year. And for me, winning a world title was always like the biggest thing for me. And then the Olympics, all of a sudden I got introduced to surfing, and now it's like just as big to me, and if not bigger. So it's crazy to have like two huge goals like that in the same year and so close together.
Right? Like world champ, gold medal, club, another gold medal.
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. I mean, definitely like memories I'll never forget. And I think obviously, we competed in Tahiti, and it was like so amazing. Tahiti's one of my favorite places ever. Chopu's given so much to me. I've won events there before, and my first time ever there, I was actually 18. I spent my 18th birthday there, and actually where I stayed my first ever time was for the Olympics this year. So it's kind of like a full circle moment. Like 6 years, I'm not doing the math right, but 18 to 22, however many, a few years later, I stayed in this same spot. So it was awesome. Memories I'll never forget. Really busy, but it was a lot of fun. And then when I went to Paris, it was like crazy. It made me realize how big the Olympics was and how global it is. And everyone knows about the Olympics. It's even if you don't know about surfing, everyone knows about the Olympics. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it's so like, you're the second female gold medalist, in history, because surfing is only so new to the Olympics. Like you're making history right now, and all these girls are like looking up to you. Like how I don't even know how to like put this into words because I'm like fangirling over you right now too. And how is like obviously the being at the Olympics and the what was it called? What's that the thing that's called the closing ceremony?
Yeah.
Words. They're so difficult. The closing ceremony. How was that? And is there anybody that you fangirled over there meeting?
The closing ceremony was amazing. I was really stoked I made it over there. I kind of like told myself, if I medal, I really want to go. And then the event went to the last day, and I was like, well, I have about 3 days to make it there, and then go to Fiji like right after. So it was pretty crazy. I'm really stoked I did that. I feel like a moment like that is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I had to take advantage of it. And Paris is such an amazing city too. It's the city of love. It's so beautiful. And I think like being there and like having our uniform on and walking with all the Team USA athletes, it was like the craziest thing ever. And
I loved seeing all of you guys here. You guys are so cute. You, Griffin, Carissa, like all like posting about each other. Like that looked so fun. Just like being around. Seeing it felt like we were all around you guys.
Oh, it was amazing. And, surfing's such an individual sport that like, we're not really used to all staying together all the time. And, obviously we're all friends and everyone gets along, but I'd say like, we were doing everything together, eating together, like surfing together, like training together, all these things. So, that was really different. I really enjoyed that. And, being around, John and Griffin and Carissa and Katie, like it was so cool because like I said, you see each other on the road or you see each other in the water, but at the end of the day, you're trying to beat each other. So it's like an interesting thing, but I think we were all really feeding off each other's energy, and we kind of called ourselves the Good Vibe Tribe because we were
tell.
Yeah, we were having so much fun.
It was such an iconic tribe too.
Yeah, for sure. No, we had such a good crew, and I also really look up to my whole team that I was with, which is great, because they like really pushed me in the water, and it was just so much fun. Like regardless of I think anything that happened with the result, we just had such a great trip and such good energy. I mean, it was probably like the best month of my life. Like the whole experience was amazing from the day I got to Tahiti till the closing ceremony. It was just like so cool. So it was pretty amazing.
That's so cool. Okay, so but you haven't dropped any names.
Yeah.
Who did you meet that you were so excited to meet?
Well, I somehow ended up at some club with like the whole NBA team.
Here we go. This is what we wanted. The dirt. Give it to me. Who?
Honestly, I got more like recognition for meeting Steph Curry than winning the gold medal. I think fair enough. He's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. I definitely would have loved that too.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So yeah, they just won the gold medal, and we were out celebrating, and we ended up some club, and they all had their gold medals on, and I was like not really expecting to meet them. I was like, wow, that's so crazy. Like I may be expecting to see them, but to be like, so close to them and see them they're just cruising. Like I think Steph Curry had his wife there, and they're just with their friends, and it was insane. Everyone was really nice. So yeah, just Steph Curry, LeBron, Devin Booker. Like I fangirled and got photos with all of them, which was fun. It was pretty nerve-wracking to ask them for photos, but I'd say that was like one of the coolest moments. Like I didn't really, like I said, I was really stoked to meet them, but I didn't really expect it to actually happen, and it happened so naturally. So it was really cool.
And how were they?
They were really cool. Yeah, super nice. They were psyched. Obviously Steph Curry was like the star that night.
Mm-hmm.
He went pretty crazy in the game, and
were you wearing your medal?
I wasn't wearing my medal. Yeah,
Come on,
I should have. I know.
Where is it? And I really was expecting you to be wearing it.
I know.
Did
I'm
you bring
sorry.
it?
I didn't bring it today. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's in a safe at the hotel.
Oh, it's in a safe now. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna out you right now. Because yesterday
I did bring it yesterday.
I saw Caroline at a party yesterday that Roxy threw for us, and she brought. Not only did she bring her medal, but it was in her boyfriend's pocket.
It was.
He just pulls it out of his pocket.
All casual.
And it was so sweet. Like you were letting all the girls like hold it and take pictures of it, and I'm just like watching, like just so nervous. She's not paying attention at all. And it's just like being passed around, and everyone's holding it. And of course, I took a photo with it.
Oh, that's amazing! Having a costume. That's incredible.
I'm just wearing it here. No, it's my medal now.
That's amazing. Yeah, it was cool to see all the girls last night. I just was like,
You're so sweet.
Yeah.
It's so like
it's like a
she's
precious,
just like us.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, it's pretty funny when you ask someone to like, or when you bring out the gold medal and people look at it, it's like I call it almost like a baby because they like don't want to drop it, but they're like so careful with it. It's like heavier than you think. It's like pretty funny. So yeah, it's definitely the coolest trophy thing. I guess it's a medal, like coolest prize I've ever gotten. So
I would be wearing it.
Yeah.
That's the difference between you and I.
Yeah.
I would be wearing it all the time, trying to get free drinks.
Yeah, it is like a free ticket for sure. Like you say gold medalist, it's like, all right, you're in this club, which is like pretty cool. So I love that. But I definitely think when you like show it to people, it's like pretty like, it's like, wow, like the power it has is pretty crazy. But yeah, it's cool to see like all the younger girls really excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think what makes our journey so special is like sharing with people you love, and like then seeing like the younger generation so excited about it.
And
so
that is so like I was just talking about this with Chloe and Izzy today at the house. When you meet your heroes and what you leave with that, and you are since I met you, have always been so easy to talk to, so down to earth, so kind, so friendly. And when you meet your heroes and they are also really sweet and kind and actually like give back, they walk away with that forever. And it could be the opposite. I've met some heroes and they were just assholes, and you walk away with that too. And it's more like with how you make people feel. Mm-hmm. And that's also so inspiring, because then it hopefully instills in them like, okay, well, I can do this. I can also still be really nice, because I'll remember that always, and it feels really good to be good too, just in general. And I'm so inspired by that too, because I would be such a dick if I was a gold medalist. The ego I would have. I'm talking to them now, but you're you, and it's amazing, and I love that about you so much. But we did talk about that, me and the girls, about how amazing it is, how you've continued to still be yourself. You're so young. How old are you?
22.
Me too.
Cass is 22.
22 and a gold medalist, a world champ, and all of these like huge, bigger than life titles, and still just be so humble and kind and friendly and generous and letting people hold your medal and just like be at a party and listen, like not even worry about it, and then put it back in your boyfriend's pocket.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing. And
Thank
I
you.
love that so much about you.
Thank you. I
So,
appreciate that.
What's life now after the Olympics? How's everything been?
It's-
Has everything changed?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy for sure. I definitely think now people are like, you know, oh, you're the gold medalist. I feel like I'm like known as that now, which is like pretty cool. And I think, you know, being an Olympian or, you know, now a gold medalist, it's something that it'll be with you forever. I think forever I can share that and have that title, which is so special. And it's every 4 years. So no matter what, the next 4 years I'll have that, like, oh, I'm the defending gold medalist, which is like pretty amazing. You know, usually, you know, with our season, it starts up so quick. So you enjoy it for a few months and you're right back at it. And so it's really nice to have that just time to enjoy, obviously, because it's such a big goal, such a big moment. And it's just feels good to soak it in. But life's been pretty crazy after the Olympics. You know, obviously it went to the last day, and then I went home for a night, went to New York for media all day from like 5 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Then went to Paris for 48 hours, you know, celebrating, doing media, closing ceremony, went back to LA for 1 day, and then left to Fiji that same night, actually, at midnight, and competed, came over Fiji, then went for the world title. So it's been wild. It's been a wild schedule, and now I'm in France, so it's pretty crazy. But
and you're only here for a second, too,
yeah,
because you're off to
Indo after.
Indo.
Yeah.
How do you do this? How do you live this life?
It's crazy. You know, I think like, you know, the cool thing about traveling is you can't really read about it in a book. You just have to go experience it. So there are moments where I'm like, oh, I don't want to get on an airplane right now. I don't want to, you know, sit for that long or whatever. But seeing the world and experiencing the world is so special, and I really enjoy that. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, it's been pretty wild. I'm definitely excited for a little break after all these trips, but I'm enjoying it. I think trying to really live in the moment, enjoy the people I talk to, and enjoy the culture of whatever country I'm at, and it's been fun. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I said earlier, like bringing the medal and showing everyone. It's like celebrating with everyone, and I'm such a people person, and so
you really are.
Yeah, to put a smile on someone else's face makes me so happy. So love it.
Look at that, the people's champ as well. Give her another medal. Don't say, get it, anyone? No medals. I'll make you one.
Yeah, thank you.
How does the Olympics compare to the WSL tour?
Oh, I mean, I think it kind of felt pretty similar as far as like how the event ran, like the structure of the event with like, you know, you start off with a 3-man heat and then you go on to man-on-man, and there's one heat is like a no loser round, you skip around. That was all like really similar. The heats were a little shorter. You know, obviously same judging like panel and everything. I think what felt a little different was I think there just felt like there was so much like weight on the Olympics, you know, and it's like my sports psychologist told me, you know, I know it feels like you're alone out there, but your whole country's behind you. And that was like that really stuck with me. I'm like, wow, like, and I know when I'm on the WSL, my whole country's with me, but when you're at the Olympics, you really feel that. You really feel like, wow, my whole country's behind me and everyone's watching, and you feel like there's so many eyes on you. And it's also really cool because you're competing against countries that you normally wouldn't. So, you know, I met new people, and that was really fun. And then, you know, obviously going to Paris, the Olympics is one of the only things that brings the whole world together. So I probably would have never met Steph Curry or LeBron or anything if it wasn't for the Olympics, or, you know, seeing Simone Biles, or, you know, walking with all my teammates, like Katie Ledecky, like that was really cool. I actually ended up doing a photo shoot with her, which was pretty amazing. So all these things that the Olympics has brought to my life has been pretty amazing. But yeah, I mean, the WSL has brought in so much to me too, and that was a qualifying season for us to make the Olympics. So all of it's pretty awesome, and but yeah, I just think the Olympics has so much like weight on it, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
and I love you mentioned that you're a sports psychologist, so you do see that. I mean, that's so good to hear that you're like also taking care of your mental health. And do you do that throughout your entire tour?
Yeah, I kind of go off like feelings. Sometimes, you know, I talk to my sports like more than other times. You know, obviously like times gets busy, but yeah, it's definitely, I think, really important to have one. And I started using a sports psychologist about 3 years ago, and it's been pretty awesome. And I wasn't really sure how I'd feel about it. You know, obviously it's pretty young, and I was like, this is new, but I've loved it. And I think just yeah, like you said, having your mental health in check is so huge,
Yes.
and it's been a great asset to my career and really helpful. And so, yeah, throughout the whole year, I utilize my sports site all the
check
time.
in once in a while.
Yeah, all the time.
That's so good.
Yeah,
That is so good, and
Yeah.
I really hope that people hear that and
Yeah.
you know, follow in those footsteps too,
For sure.
because it's so important. I can't imagine the weight and the pressure of competing and performing and
For sure.
you know, and trying to get the results.
Yeah.
And then what that, you know, at the end of the day, like where that may drain you or lead you or.
For sure. And I think for me, like I used to think like, oh, to have a sports psychologist, things have to be so bad. It's like, actually, like it's really important to share the good news as well. Like share everything. I think is just like being consistent with it. I've noticed has really helped in keeping them up to speed of like what's really going on in your life, and also having an outlet that you can just, you know, I think for me, it's instead of stuffing things in, it's good to just like, you know, talk about it and let it out. And it kind of has helped me a lot. And having like a safe harbor to just say whatever you want is really huge.
Totally.
You know?
And being proactive in it too.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I first, you know, went to therapy for the first time, I thought like, oh my God, am I crazy? Like I need therapy.
No,
and
it's
my
so
therapist
normal.
told me, no, it's the crazies who think they don't need therapy.
Totally,
and
right?
Like, you're right.
Yeah, makes so much sense. No, I think if you have that, if you are able to see one, I think it's huge. And I think you should. It's been really helpful to my life and a lot of people I've talked to their life as well. So it's been great. And yeah, mental health is huge and it's been really helpful.
Good. Oh my God, amazing. I'm learning so much.
That's good.
Let's see. We've kind of covered that. I've tried so hard to like memorize all of these questions.
No,
like,
all
why?
good.
But why would I do that?
Yeah.
I can make it so much easier and have a note card.
You're free flowing. You're doing great.
Okay, so obviously surfing has, you know, you're in the height of your surfing career now. How do you keep the passion for surfing alive?
Yeah, it's a great question. I've actually been asked that question a lot
Really?
since I won the gold medal.
Unoriginal.
No, but it's, you know, everyone's like, oh, okay, now you have the world title and the gold medal. And to me, that's like, those are the two biggest goals of my entire career.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, what now? You know, you're 22 and you have these two massive goals. And for me, I think what's always, you know, keeps me motivated is I just love surfing so much and it makes me really happy. And I'm so grateful to wake up every day with a passion and goals to work towards. And even though I have those two major goals already, there's so many more I want to do. I want to win more titles and more medals and go to more Olympics and work on surf films and do things outside of competition too. And so all those things are really fun and exciting to me. And I feel like I'm still at the beginning of my career, and that's so crazy to think about, but it's true. And so there's so many different waves to surf and so many like different, you know, maneuvers I can work on. And there's a lot of areas of my surfing that I know I can work on that keeps me really motivated. It's like, oh, there's so much room to grow. And that's so exciting. And I believe like the sky's the limit. So
it really is. And you're only 22. Like this is the beginning.
For sure. Yeah. So that's like kind of, I'd say what kind of keeps me motivated. It's just like having that like love and passion for surfing, but also just wanting to be the best is just sounds so fun. Like, why not, you know? So yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. Of all the, I mean, obviously surfing has taken you around the world to compete. Where is the one place that's your absolute favorite to compete in?
It's a really hard one. Tahiti's honestly given me so much. Chopu has given me like, it's funny because it's such a challenging wave to me as well. It's really intimidating, it's really scary. But it's also so beautiful and so fun. And obviously depending on what size it is, it can be really fun or really terrifying. But you are surfing over a very shallow reef. Yeah. But the whole setup is so cool. You know, you're out in the middle of the ocean, you're like on your jet ski, you're watching waves on your jet ski. It's very unique. Not on the beach. You're not like having this big warm up area. It's like super unique. But it's given me so much. Like, you know, obviously my first gold medal, I won a CT there. And so I feel like Chopu's been a huge venue for me. That's been just great. But I love Australia. J Bay is one of my favorites as well. Wave is so fun. A snapper. It's coming on tour next year, so I'm really excited.
Oh, that's exciting. I was just gonna ask, is there a wave that you would like to see on tour?
Yeah, snapper for sure was like a wave I was like, please bring back. You know, that was my first ever WCT win. So I'm so happy it's
Oh,
back,
that's great.
which is amazing. It's just such a cool vibe. You know, you like the waves are so fun, so inviting. It's warm.
Mhm.
Like
Australia
yeah.
is so fun.
Australia's
too.
amazing. You know how it is. It's so fun. The food's great. Good vibes. Really nice people. It'd be really cool to see lowers. You know, I know it was like the last finals event,
Yes.
like last year to have the finals, but I'd love to see it as like a normal event. It would be so cool. And then to have Fiji back is just amazing. Cloudbreak was a huge one for me.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
how amazing is Fiji? That
Amazing.
place is like Narnia.
It is. It's like it's not even real. Like,
It's not.
crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, it's Fiji. When I went to Tabarua this year, I was like, this got to be the most beautiful place I've ever been. Like it is incredible.
I think you gave the entire world FOMO.
Yeah.
The entire all of WSL, all the surfers that were there, all the athletes were there. That looked like the biggest party.
Oh.
That everyone was so jealous not to be invited.
Yeah. Oh, it was so fun. You know, Fiji, like end of the year, like obviously, you know, we went on to compete for the finals, but everyone that was there was just a big celebration of the year. And it was so fun. And everyone's staying on the same island together, which is also very rare. Servers, usually everyone's like in their own Airbnb or own hotel, and we're all together, and it was just so fun. And it's like you're on the beach looking at restaurants, and there's a full bar and like buffet. It's just such a
and you're just like, I mean,
Pool
you
and
can
hot
literally
tub.
walk around the entire island in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's
So it's close quarters.
Yeah.
You're stuck with each other.
Oh yeah, you're stuck with each other. Everyone's like eating together, and like I said, there's like a pool, a hot tub. Like we were all playing basketball together and doing like there's a lot of activities. It was so fun. We had such a great time.
I love Tabarua, and they blow a conch shell when it's time to come.
Yeah.
So like everybody's all together at the same time. Like,
Yeah, it's good vibes. And the time before this year, I went there like 7 years ago. The last time I had it on the schedule, and I wasn't on tour yet. I just went to surf and have fun, and I ended up qualifying that year. And I was like, this would be the best place ever to have an event. And then they took it off tour, and 7 years later, it's back. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just super happy it's back. It's a magical place to have an event. It's so good.
Oh,
So,
I love it.
Yeah.
Love Tabarua. Can't wait to go back.
oh yeah.
Maybe that'll be a next Roxy trip.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get invited too.
Yeah, you gotta take her on all the trip.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I may have paid her to say that. I don't know.
Thank you.
All right. What did we get all the? I mean, was that all the questions? Did we run through all of it? Am I that good? I'm not that good.
I talk pretty fast too. So there's a chance.
No, you're so good.
There's a chance.
Do you have a media coach as well?
I don't have like a coach, but I've done like a few courses with Red Bull that like help me do like just taking me through some like social media classes and stuff. But
see, that's so good.
yeah. Oh, it's great.
Do that.
Yeah.
Get a media
Honestly,
coach.
it's been really helpful.
Get a sports psychologist.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. Oh,
What else do you recommend? Because
just
my next
science-
question is, what advice do you have to give to young surfers who want to follow your footsteps?
Wow. I mean, I think surrounding yourself with like really good people. I like call them my feel good people. I have such a solid foundation, and that obviously gives you a lot of confidence out in the water and just in your everyday life. Having people that really care about you and know what's best for you, but also tell you when you're blowing it too, you know, like, and having that nice balance is great. Yeah, just being around people that really
Keep you
push
grounded.
you. Yeah, keep you grounded, but also like push you, and glass half full type of attitude is like huge. So that's
Who
a
are
really
those
big
people
one.
for you?
Definitely my family, my friends, you know, my coach, my trainer, like everyone that's really in my corner is huge. But I think mainly like my family, they're so solid to me. And I'm really lucky to have that. I know not everyone has that, but I'm really lucky to have that. And it doesn't take many people. It can take one person to change your life, really. So I think less is more. Surrounding yourself with better people, not more people, is been great.
Say that one more time. Say that louder for the people in the back.
No, I just think
Say it.
surrounding, you know, I think less is more, you know, like quality over quantity, you know, like surrounding yourself with better people, not just more people. More doesn't necessarily mean better. And so I think I've noticed lately, I think in my position, there's been a lot of people that want to have an opinion sometimes. I think just really like trusting the people that have been in your corner since day one has been really huge for me, and knowing like, oh, no matter what, I know they have my back and they'll steer me in the right direction if I'm ever confused about something. Because, you know, some people might look at me like, oh, you have everything figured out, but that's totally not the case. You know, I'm human, and I'm 22 and I'm still figuring myself out, and every day. And that's what's so fun about life, is it's a journey, and that's totally okay. We're forever learning about ourselves, and things are changing, and that's so fun. So yeah, surround yourself with good people, work really hard. The sky is the limit. Believe in yourself and do what makes you happy. You know, surfing makes me happy, and that's originally why I started doing it. And it's led me to more places than I can ever dream. So it's pretty amazing.
So great.
Yeah.
That's amazing advice. And believe in yourself is like
Huge, huge.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
I did the episode with I did an interview with Roxy Facer and Serena Letson, and it was fake it till you make it, right? which is saying believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, no one else is going to.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, you have to have that self-belief. You have to like, because at the end of the day, like, even if people are telling you like, oh, you got this, you have to be the one. Like, I can have people giving the best advice ever, and it's like I have to be the one out there that actually has to do it. We are in control of all of our own actions, and so I have to go out there and perform and get the waves and do all these things. So I think having that self-belief is so huge, and obviously having people around you that believe in you too is massive. But you do have to have that self-belief.
Yeah,
100%.
Exactly.
So. Yeah.
Well, I love that. All right, we're gonna do my favorite part, which is the rapid fire questions.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Quick, whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
First thing.
Wow.
All right. Left or right?
Right.
That was too easy.
I'm super right-handed. Yeah.
Are you right-handed?
Yeah, I'm right-handed. Yeah.
Favorite song?
Oh gosh, Vienna, Billy Joel. These days, that's super random, but
I love that.
Yeah.
She's a classy lady. One piece or bikini?
Bikini.
Bikini girl, two piece all the way.
Two piece for sure.
If you had to eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. Wow, I probably like steak or something. I love steak. Yeah. Or like fried chicken.
It.
Southern girl.
Southern girl, love it. What is your guilty pleasure TV show?
Oh, guilty pleasure. I actually don't have a TV show right now. So if you guys have any recommendations.
Nothing, no Love Island, no Bachelorette.
I've been so bad lately, and everyone's asked me that. They're like, don't you know the Love Island theme song? And like that TikTok, and I'm like, no, I'm slacking.
You're better than all of us.
No, I'm slacking. I would love a show. So if anyone has any recommendations.
Emily in Paris?
No, nothing. I've been bad.
Bridgerton?
I can't tell you the last time I watched a series. It's bad.
This was going so well.
Yeah, sorry. No.
Dream destination?
Ooh, I would love to see Alaska one day. It would be really cool.
You've never been to Alaska?
Never been to Alaska. That would be really cool.
I've never been to Alaska either.
Yeah, it sounded like you did. Okay, tell me how it is.
It's like, oh, you poor thing. You've never been to Alaska.
That's what it sounded like. I just think it'd be cool. It's like different.
Yes. Complete opposite.
Complete opposite, and I think it'd be fun. And the fishing's really good there, so that would be really cool to go there one day.
All right, good. Favorite color?
Blue and yellow. I picked two. Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow.
Two. Are my favorites.
You can have two. Do you have any pets?
I do. They live in Florida. But I do have a dog.
What's his name?
His name's Axel. He's super cute.
What kind of dog?
He's like a little golden doodle. I don't know where my phone is, well, that's a different dog, but it's kind of funny.
Your screensaver is not your dog?
No, I have two different. Like that's my sister's dog, but that's my dog. That was when he was really little.
Cute.
I don't know if anyone can see that.
Can you zoom in on that?
Yeah.
Sure.
And then this is kind of funny. This is my sister's dog sitting in my World Title Trophy.
Is your screensaver.
Yeah, it is. I know it's bad.
That's
I kind of
really
go
nice.
back and forth. But yeah, he's like a little golden. He's bigger now, but he's so cute. And we also have a golden retriever. But love dogs. Love animals. They're great. Yeah.
How many siblings do you have, and can you list them from favorite to least favorite?
Yeah, I probably could.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm one of 6, so there's a lot of us.
I'm one of 6 too.
No way. That's crazy.
Yes.
Boys, girls.
Both.
No way.
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Well, let me just put this out there. I love all my siblings equally. They're amazing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I do. Oh, that's so hard. I probably shouldn't rank them. I shouldn't rank them. I love them all equally. My oldest brother, Luke, though, he did get me into surfing. He's the reason why I'm surfing.
I heard actually, did he tour with you when you were really young?
Really young.
Supervision?
Yeah, he toured with me when I was young. I qualified at 15, and my parents were like, they couldn't be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I have a younger sister, she's only 13, and a younger brother that's 17, and another younger brother that's 19 now, but they were also a lot younger then, so they needed to kind of be home with them as well. So my oldest brother, Luke, and my other brother, Zach, would travel with me a lot. They were like they're my crew, and so
I'm sure the rest of them understand.
They understand for sure.
Okay, so we got Zach, we got Luke.
Yeah, and then we got Jack, Dawson, and Victoria. So
4 boys,
2 girls. So
I'm the opposite.
No way.
Yeah,
4 girls, 2 boys.
4 girls, 2 boys.
That's so fun. Yeah, it's crazy. I literally grew up around all boys. Maybe my sister are about 10 years apart. She just turned 13, and so a little bit under 10 years apart. But yeah, I just thought, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have all brothers. And then when my mom had my sister, I was so stoked because I'm like, oh, this is so cool to have a sister. But yeah, there's two boys.
The baby.
She's the baby, so she's sassy. Youngest of 6, and pretty much a lot
the
of boys.
babies are. I've got a baby sister too. The sassy.
She's so sassy, but I can't imagine life with like one of them missing would be so sad. So
Yeah,
we all have like such big personalities, and everyone brings like a special thing to the table.
I
So
love that.
it's pretty cool, and it's cool. Like when I'm around my family, I don't even care to hang out with anyone else. Like they're all like my built-in best friends. It's so fun. So it's cool.
As soon as my youngest sister turned 21, kind of all my friends kind of went out the window.
Yeah.
And then we all just like started hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
And my mom kind of checked out.
Yeah.
She was like, that's it, I'm no longer mom. Like, let's go to the bar. And she like, became our friend too.
Yeah, it's so cool.
She was like, I'm done.
Yeah, that's so good.
So now we can hang out.
For sure. Yeah, it's so families. I'm a big family girl. I love family. My parents kind of raised us to where we'd always really support one another, and I pretty much talk to them every day at some sort of communication.
That's so great.
Yeah, which is fun because I travel a lot, and I don't see them that much, but we do talk all the time, and when we see each other, it's like nothing ever happened. So
were they at safety with you?
Yes, not all of them. Some of them were. We roll pretty deep, so not everyone came, but a lot of them did come. They all flew out for the finals, which was really cool. So I got to show them the medal, and that was like a really special moment.
Oh, I can't imagine. Your parents were there?
My parents were there, which was insane. Tokyo, we didn't have any friends or family there, so gosh, the fact that I got to share that moment with them was like huge. Like to see my mom and dad, I was like, it's like,
oh god, I can't even, I'm just like getting water.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's like so special. I can't even imagine like your
amazing.
Daughter just doing that. Just crushing.
Crazy.
She's an Olympic gold medalist. Like it doesn't. I can't even imagine. Like I did that. Yeah. I made that.
And my dad's like so big into sports. Like his dad was like so into sports, so that was like always so huge. Like the Olympics, like I remember when I first made the Olympics, I was so young and oblivious to like what that meant. And they were like, you don't understand like how big this is. And then after I finished in Tokyo, I was like, oh wow, this is like huge. The Olympics is massive.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. And my parents are so cool too. Like they have a really good balance of pushing me, but also like letting me do kind of what I want, making sure I enjoy it, and it never really feels like a job or anything, which is so great. So I owe a lot to them because I think I'll forever enjoy serving because it was never like I never got pushed to the point where I didn't want to do it. They were just so supportive, which was great. So they're awesome.
Shout out to mom and dad.
Yeah, you guys
love
are great.
Supportive parents.
Yeah, they're great.
I remember actually I was in New York watching with Kalia and Tammy.
No way.
And we were all so watery-eyed the second we saw your parents, because Tammy's the one who had said like, "Oh, there's your dad."
Yeah.
And we all looked at each other like,
yes. And she obviously, Tammy would know. And Kalia now, they're both, obviously Tammy's mom, and Kalia's a mom too.
Yes.
So they would know like, oh my gosh, what that
can't
means.
even imagine.
It's crazy
to watch your child.
Oh, so crazy.
Like just all of that. Just do what you did.
Yeah.
You performed. You resulted. You conquered.
So
you brought
crazy.
the gold.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a rapid fire question. And
sorry, that was not very rapid.
But I'm one of 6 too. There's Jamie, Eric, me, Bruno, Tahiti, and Preston.
Oh, so you're the third too.
Yeah, I'm the middle.
I'm the middle too. That's crazy.
Child. But like I have like older child syndrome.
Got it. Me too. I don't really feel like the middle child, but I am the middle child.
I don't take no shit.
Yeah.
Which is probably why I get all the shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I should act like I don't act my place.
Yeah, that's so fun though. Having a big family is like, I don't know the difference. It's great.
I don't.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, but I love all of them.
Yeah.
I do have a list of favorites, but this isn't about me. This is about you. Next question. Who is your hero?
Oh, my hero. Wow. I mean, I feel like my mom's been a huge inspiration to me. She's just wait her outlook on life. I know. I have like my inspirations, like like Simone Biles, like inspiration, like obviously like Kelly's been a big inspiration to me. Being from Florida, Lisa Anderson, like they really paved the way.
The king and queen themselves.
Yeah, literally the king and queen. So those two, but my mom, I think just her outlook on life and her positive energy has been so huge, and she's just such an amazing golden person that I love her. She's great. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Good job, mom. Shout out to mom again.
Yeah.
Best gift you've ever received?
Oh wow, best gift I've ever received.
Your boyfriend is here, so be careful.
He's got his headphones in.
So go off. Okay, be honest.
He's got me some some amazing jewelry, which is I love jewelry.
Are we wearing
so
any of it now?
we
You have fabulous jewelry
take
on.
off this
Like
hair
your
tie.
whole stack
I
is
know.
on fire right now.
Cartier bracelet.
Okay, boyfriend.
You got me that, which is sweet. These are rings for my mom. I do love jewelry. Actually, Roxy got me this last night.
Oh,
Which
yes.
is cool. Yeah, it's just really fun.
I saw them give this to you last
Yeah.
night. I didn't get to see you put it on. I love that.
Yes, I think there's some story behind it too. Obviously the gold on it for
Is
the
it
gold medal.
engraved? Did they get it engraved?
I don't think so, but
Roxy.
yeah, next time.
Give me a pen.
But
I'll do it.
yeah, but yeah, I do love jewelry. That's like my thing. I think the cool thing about you can pass it on to like so many generations, and
it's
so,
a gift that keeps giving.
right, exactly. That's why I love
that's
it.
girl math.
Yeah, it is.
Easily.
It's true.
It's not just for me.
Yes.
It's for the children I
Right.
have and their children and their children.
Exactly. So sometimes I think investing in nice jewelry is big because it's not just for me. That's my excuse.
Same girl. Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. If you weren't a surfer, what other profession would you think that you would have chosen?
Cool. Like in a sport, you think, or just
anything? Is there something else that you'd be interested in possibly pursuing if you weren't,
an athlete
and kicking ass and
it's kind of a hard
names.
one. It's kind of a hard one because I love the lifestyle that being an athlete brings. Like exercising and eating healthy, and I'm a very goal-oriented person, so I love like working towards something. I love the structure of like having a schedule. Like, hey, you're gonna go here, you're gonna go here, and this is like you're here for 2 weeks, and then the goal is to win the event. You're here for 2 weeks, the goal is to win the event, or then at the end of the year you go for world title. Like I love that. It's so fun. So
you're an athlete.
I would say an athlete. I used to actually want to be a veterinarian when I was little.
There you go.
And then like
that's adorable.
Yeah,
I think every little girl
Yeah.
grows up. I love puppies.
I love puppies. I used to be a barrel racer. I used to ride horses. So
oh wow.
I used to love horses, and I grew up on a farm in Florida. So that's why I loved animals so much. But now it's hard to imagine not being an athlete because I just love the lifestyle so much. But maybe like a swimmer, like I don't know what else I would be good at. But
what aren't you good at?
I don't know. I love the lifestyle. But yeah, when I was little, I used to want to be veterinarian. So I don't know.
Very cute.
Maybe that.
Were you homeschooled?
I was homeschooled.
You were homeschooled.
Yeah.
Because I had a question: who's your favorite teacher? But
Oh.
did you have one teacher?
I did when I was little. Her name was Mrs. Pence. She was like my preschool teacher.
Oh, I
She was
love
great. And she still reaches out. When I won the gold medal, she reached out to me.
That's
which is
a
cool.
good teacher.
Yeah, right. Great teacher. And there's a few others that have still reached out, which is really fun. Like when I was in elementary school, I went to Gemini Elementary in Florida, and then after that, I moved to California and then was gone traveling so much. So I did the homeschool program just to fit better. But I've had some solid teachers on the way, which is some good ones, some bad ones, but some good ones. We'll just hold on to the good ones.
This one.
Yeah.
Miss Pence.
Yeah, Miss
Your
Pence.
preschool
She was
teacher.
great. She was great.
It's crazy how like at preschool someone can
Right,
impact you so much.
And like you said before, people remember how you make them feel, and she always made me feel good. So yeah.
Preschool.
Yeah.
That's how big of
I
an
was just
impact.
a little girl, a little
So
you.
sweet. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie. This might sound funny, but I love like Ratatouille. That movie Ratatouille.
Oh my god.
So good. How funny is
You know
that?
what's so funny is I was gonna ask you what's your favorite Disney movie?
Yeah.
Because like I'm such a huge Disney
Yeah,
movie buff, but not everyone is.
I know. I love Ratatouille. It's so
Ratatouille's
good.
gotta be my least favorite Disney
Really?
movie. Yes.
Oh, what's your
And
favorite?
now I say that in France. I really should
I know.
watch where
I watched
say
it on the
that.
way to Paris.
Did you?
Yeah, it was great. I don't know why when I was little I used to love it, and then now I'm like, oh, it's still like one of my favorite movies.
I
Like,
mean, it's good. It's really, really cute.
I wouldn't say I watched it on the regular anymore, but it's a good movie. It's good vibes, and I don't know.
But
it's
I love
fun.
that you said a Disney movie.
Yeah, right.
Coco is my favorite Disney movie.
Okay, I haven't seen
that one?
Coco. No.
Stop.
I know. I'm
You
not.
have to watch that one.
I'm gonna give you a list after this
I
podcast.
cried my ass off in
Wow.
the theater. Like trying really hard, like not to.
Yeah.
And the more I tried not to, the harder I cried.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
so ugly.
So
but you need to
funny.
watch Coco. Put
All
that
right.
on your list.
All right.
There, instead of a TV show.
Thank you,
Watch
Coco.
Coco.
Okay, on it.
Okay, download it before your next flight to Indo.
Perfect.
What is the worst advice you've been given?
Worst advice. Wow, I can't really even like think of it. Just kind of gotta like take it out of your
Exactly,
brain.
none, because I
Take
don't
it out
listen
of
to
your-
it.
Yeah, you gotta take it out of your
Exactly.
brain. I've definitely gotten given some advice that I'm like, oh, that's odd. don't do that, you know?
But you haven't absorbed it.
No, you can't absorb it.
Good.
You can't absorb it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any tattoos?
I do. I just have like a little lightning bolt right here.
Cute.
That's it.
Well,
You got a few. I see one
I
right
have
there.
a few. They're
Yeah.
all over the place.
That's
They're
fine.
not really meant for you too.
That's fair. Fair enough.
But I love this. When did you get that?
I got this in New York actually. I was for a Roxy event. Cynthia Rowley, like a Roxy event, she like had a collection, and I went there just to like show the collection. And I got on my brother. I really wanted a heart or like something cute, and I was like, he's probably not gonna get that. So I was like, I'll just get a lightning bolt. And when I was younger, I used to have like a lightning bolt necklace, and I remember I wore it when I qualified and saw these like fun things. But Lisa Anderson was there too, and she has one like on her hand somewhere.
She does.
So I was like, oh, I want to do that, but they wouldn't do hand tattoos. So then I just got it on my wrist. But she kind of inspired the tattoo, to be honest. And
I love
yeah,
that.
it's just kind of funny. But yeah, just one. I don't know. Maybe I'll get more, but just probably keep them small.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep them. I have a matching one with my dad.
Oh, cool.
too.
That's awesome.
I tried to get Kelly to do a best friends one with me.
But she
We
didn't
couldn't
do it.
decide. on
Yeah,
one.
fair. That's
There
fair.
were so many
I
things.
know there's so many things. I think tattoos you gotta like, or like, okay, you have an idea, and then like you gotta like wait a few months later. Make sure if you still want it, then you
Get it.
in the impulsive tattoo. I don't know. Sometimes it works, but I waited a while.
In the moment, though, if that's what felt right,
Totally,
then
then
it's
do
right
it
10 years
for
later.
sure. Totally, I agree. It's all about the feeling.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. What's one thing you can't live without?
One thing I can't live without, my family for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
family.
Same.
They're great.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Definitely teleporting. Right about
That's
now.
a good one.
I
I've not
love
heard
it.
that one yet.
Yeah, teleporting would be amazing.
That would cut the jet lag.
Oh my gosh, I would have no problem being gone 10 months out of the year.
Yeah, flights are brutal.
The flights are brutal and delays and dragging board bags everywhere. But that's like, I guess in the big world, that's the smallest problems ever. But yeah, teleporting would be great.
That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
the first time I've heard that
Yeah,
one. I've
teleporting.
gotten breathing underwater.
Yeah, that's good.
Right?
I'd
That's
see
good. That
like
makes
Izzy
sense.
saying that. She charges
She
hard.
did.
Yeah.
She did say that.
Yeah.
Flying.
Flying would
obviously
be
a good
great.
one.
But I would just
But
like to teleport.
yeah.
You know,
Why
you
would
need
they
to
fly?
Exactly.
Save your energy.
Exactly.
This is why she's the champ.
Just teleport. Just
Where
get
she
me there.
gets the gold. And the best advice you've ever received.
Oh, best advice. I think for me it was like just don't base your happiness completely on results. Like there's so much more that you go to these beautiful countries and just enjoy the culture, enjoy the food, enjoy the people. Obviously, you're there to win, and that's the best feeling ever. And winning does make the trip a lot better. But I think if you just focus so much on the end result, that time goes by so fast. And we have such a amazing, unique lifestyle that just enjoy it all. Live in the moment and not be too worried about like what's so far ahead. And I'm all about having goals and looking ahead, but I think like working every day, like having everyday goals to get to that big goal is like the way I look at things. So,
That's
yeah.
great. The experience is the thing.
Exactly. Like the sometimes when you look back, like the moment goes by so fast that you look back and you're like, oh, like what I really remember is the journey getting there was so fun. And,
Right.
and so I just think, yeah, that was a big one for me because when I first made the tour, I put so much pressure on myself, and I think for me that's why that spoke so loud. Is I felt all this pressure, and my coach was like, hey, just like don't base all your happiness off that. It's a long journey. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and so obviously there's gonna be really good times, really bad times. You just gotta like roll with the punches. So yeah. Anyway.
That's great. That's great advice, Caroline.
Cool.
This has been the most like enlightening, inspiring episodes I feel like I've ever had. And now I'm going to get in trouble for listing my favorite episode. Love you guys.
I love it.
They're all great. But this was so fun. And thank you so much for coming here and for the the little time that you have. I know you're so busy and you're off to the next thing.
Yeah.
But let's go get your medal and go get some free drinks.
Let's do it. I'm down. Thank you. That was
Thanks so
fun
much
to have a
for coming.
conversation. Long time coming. That
I
was
know.
great. Sweet.
All right, let's go get
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks for tuning in. This is Caroline Marks, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of At the Heart of It. Bye.
You crushed it.
You did too.
That was
You're
epic.
so good.